here. Just
There
let
you
me
go.
know.
Yeah, get in there. Get in there. Let them know. All right, I show 8 people live on the stream here from St. Louis Park Rec Center, the Big West Rink. New voice to you here, Kip, standing in for Mark. I'll do my best to fill some rather large shoes here, but more importantly, the players have some shoes to fill after that experience last weekend, where I think we're going to see a little more hearty effort by both teams tonight. It was sort of the bottom end of a tournament bracket that the boys were ready to be done with, and now I think tonight you're going to see what we've been conditioned to, some hard-edged regular season, middle of the regular season conference play here. We're 12 games into a 24-game effectively regular season, so 14 teams in the junior gold A bracket level in the state. 2 teams will not advance to the season end. Flyers are comfortably out of that situation, but you do need to make it into playdowns, so you need to be in the top 12, and then from there, 8 finalize their way to state. So points like tonight add up towards the playdown process, so you get seeded based on how your regular season goes. So a lot of these fellas know each other from other sports they play, from golf to lacrosse to you name it. So certainly these teams have some familiarity. Last time they played a real game was over in Mendota Heights and ended in a tie. Goalie for St. Thomas stood on his head, kept him in it for a couple periods, and then St. Thomas got hot in the third, tied it up, and then actually took the lead. And then late in the game, the Flyers actually got that game-tying goal. Neither team went home satisfied. The Flyers didn't feel like they finished the game, and the Tommies felt like they had one in hand. Sort of pulled one out, and so very evenly matched teams, 2 strong teams. Teams that can play with anybody. Not sure how much of our roster we're going to have. Certainly a unique week. We've got today, Friday, off from school for the Benilde students specifically. I think most of the state was off given the cold extremes. I'd imagine St. Thomas similar. I'll do my best to call the action. Looks like we'll see Rasmussen in net. Goal had played the last game. So they've been alternating for the most part. It's such a luxury to have 2 strong goaltenders. It's a long season, but we're in about the final third, I would say. Benilde High School team has 9 regular season games left out of a 25-game series. So getting down to that final third, it's about a month left. And at the high school level, for these seniors, this is your chance to make your mark. Flyers have been on a consistent streak of going to the state tournament for quite some time, so look to continue that. Took third last year with so many of the same players here, but it's always a process of getting reacclimated. Had enough time to do that now. Let's see which kind of team we're going to be here. We've been the sort of team that can play with the best teams in the state, knocking off Wayzata, Minnetonka. Looks like we'll see Runman with Moline on the left and Milo Duggan on the right. Face off center circle here. 15-minute periods. Moen on the back end with Teddy Johnson on the left D spot. Played through the middle, turned over. On the attack, hard shot. Played up into the shoulder. Nice save early by Rasmussen. Comes out of the zone through the middle. Duggan's going to try and drop it. Johnson presses it ahead. Moline pushes it in the far corner. There's Runman. Duggan digging on the wall. Back behind the St. Thomas goaltender. They have 2 tenders, so I don't know if it's the same one we had last time or not. Puck's going to squeeze down. Moen and Johnson give chase. First shift in. Oh, turnover right in the dots. Hard charge to the net. Another big save by Rasmussen. Early pressure, gentlemen. St. Thomas taking 2, and it's stolen away nicely there. Johnson's going to press it ahead. Will allow for a change. Minute in, but 2 good chances for St. Thomas on some turnovers deep in the Flyer zone. Good check there, in offside just by a stretch, but I think the boys are looking to change up there. I'm going to do a better job with this iPad. It's pretty sensitive. Welcome to all 10 viewers. Hopefully you're someplace warm. If it's not a sunny place, hopefully it's a warm room somewhere. Fans still pouring in. We got a pretty good crowd here. D are going to change. We're going to see Snook with English on the back end. The Cato line's out here with Hewitt and Speltz on the left, Hewitt on the right. Cato started the season as a defenseman, really a utility player, just an absolute athlete. Moved up to center, and it's been a good addition for this team, having a strong two-way player. He can score. Dumped in there by St. Thomas. We're a minute and a half in. No shots on goal yet for the Flyers. Speltz battling along the boards here with Cato in support. English tried to flip it up over the right wing there for the Tommies. Got his hands full. Oh, another puck coming off the side of the net. 2 minutes in. Snook tries to put a body check on. Gets back up on his feet here. Up to the wall. St. Thomas with a good forecheck. Comes out to their left defenseman. Tried to get it cross ice. Shot through just wide. Screen goaltender there. Lucky it wasn't on net. And it's going to flip up out of the zone. Early pressure going St. Thomas's way. Played through the middle. Hewitt's going to dump it in. Off the heel of his skate on a changing St. Thomas player. Through the center of the ice. Comes the defenseman for St. Thomas. Nice pickoff there. Scheffelbein gets dumped, but got it out of the zone. Moen's going to step up and just try and make something happen. He gets it deep. That's the first goal, and then takes an elbow into the head. But he's going to stay with the forecheck. St. Thomas gets it out. One-on-one. Played nicely there. And a beautiful back check by another two-way player, but playing forward tonight is Brady Paulson, who gets it around the defenseman. He's got Satterdahl on a chain. On a nice press through the middle. Nice job there. First shot on goal for the Flyers comes 3 minutes in, 0-0. All these kids are blessed. They go to really strong schools, from Eden Prairie to St. Thomas to Benilde. I think we've got a Gentry. Good shot there. Comes in from the point from Moen, and quick off the draw. It's going to come down the ice. Thorpe's got it. Thorpe plays it across to Moen, but it's deflected by the forechecker for St. Thomas. Pindle on the wall, nicely there by Henry. Moen tries to chip it up. Gets it to number 14, Miller. Miller chips it around. Trying to spring Satterdahl, who thankfully is okay after taking a couple of bad knee-to-knee collisions over the weekend. Played through the middle by St. Thomas. Dropped along the blue line. Never an easy place to play it. D-to-D regroup in the center slot. Played in, but they were offside, so here comes to Thorpe. Thorpe skates out of the zone. Tries to go cross ice, but it's deflected. English there, and it's going to deflect up into the netting. 3:45 to go. 3:45 into the first period. Scheffelbein will take the draw. He's got big Henry Peterson on his left. Face-off won by St. Thomas. Out to their D. Boys clear out down low. Look out. Oh, flipped over the net. That was a great scoring chance there. 44 for St. Thomas. Had an opportunity. Shots on goal say 3-2. That might be right. Scoring chances definitively. There's... Oh boy, played up and sort of climbed the stick there. Easy save for Rasmussen. Telling McEwen Lensmeyer, number 10, keep your eye on him. He has been having a nice sequence of games here recently. Scored in, I think, back-to-back opportunities in this tournament. Face-off draw won again by St. Thomas. English is going to play behind the net. Played through. He's going to skate it out. Soft pass. Going to be played down. You, of course, can't grab the puck with your hand. You have to play it right down to your skates. Peterson. Hard pass. There's going to come out of the zone. Henry Peterson as well has had a couple strong games. Nice play there by Scheffelbein. Just get pucks deep. The boys are going to go for a change. Almost 5 minutes into the first period. Down the ice comes St. Thomas. Pass misses on the centering cue there. Picked off by Teddy Johnson, who gets dumped off the puck. Moline on the forecheck now. Sorry about the viewing. In onside is Howie, number 4. Played in and picked off by Johnson. Johnson tries to chip it down the wall to Moline. Moline has to give chase. A nice effort there by Kellen. Nice drop pass by Duggan. Oh, Moline loses his edge, but caught up by Runman. Runman's on the right side, but he's a left hand. Tries to play down the middle for a tip by Duggan. Just off his stick. Good idea there. And out of the zone to Snook. Best chance so far, I think, by the Flyers. Still 0-0, 5.5 into the first. Cross-ice pass by English. Gets deflected back to him. Snook's going to send it through. Gets deflected. Moline sends it in, and they're going to wave off the icing. He was just on the other side of the center line. Thorpe and Moline on the back here. Pass behind. Oh, a good quick shot there. Sorry, the scanner was not good on my end here. That's shot number 5. Rasmussen reacted well to that one. What you didn't see was a pass that was slightly behind the winger coming down the right side for St. Thomas, and quick sort of pull from behind his skates caught Rasmussen as he was sliding over, and he settled it underneath his skates. Face off just to the left of Max. Good crowd tonight, Friday night. The kids come out. They're not deterred. Nice pass there by Speltz to get it down the wall. Cadle enters on the forecheck. Flipped out of the zone by St. Thomas. Played down to Snook. Boys regroup out of the zone. Speltz gives chase. Snook has it deflected. Got Pewitt playing back in his D spot now. Cadle behind the net. He's got Speltz coming down the slot. Plays it out to Thorpe. Thorpe goes low pad. Good idea. Walker to the wall nicely. Goalies who are confident have great rebound control, and that was an easy deflection along the walls. St. Thomas is going to try to bring it out, but just off their blue line, right in front of their bench. Cadle now try to feather it through. Knocked out of the air by Pewitt, who's just been an absolute force. He's so athletic. Probably one of our steadiest shift after shift motors on the team, and we've got a number of them. Number 5. Brady Pewitt. 8:12 to go, about halfway through the first period. Shots even up at 5. Scored evened up at 0. Quick face-off win there. Oh, a good low shot by Moline, just wide. It's going to come out to number 19, Snook. Snook, low tip. Oh, good idea to clean up goal. Snook. Rebound opportunity finished by, I believe, Runman, with Duggan's presence felt out front as well, so the Flyers get on the board 1-0. It'll be 6:59 into the first, shot number 7. Nice to be on the West rink for the boys. This is the big rink. This is the one you want to be on. So early goal there by Lucas Runman gets the Flyers on the board. Played back to Moen. Moen's going to regroup over to Johnson. Got to wait now for, and we're just offside. To his credit, Brady Paulson was deep in the zone trying to get back. Just a long way to go. It's 200 feet from one end to the other, about 195 if you want to be particular. So you've got to skate here. Emmett Miller on the draw. Satterdahl on his left. Paulson on his right. And we're offside. Allows St. Thomas to press it out of their zone. Moen on the right side. Keeps him wide. Drop pass there. Cleaned up nicely by Miller. Paulson puts some pressure on the winger. Through the center shot. Gets over to Satterdahl. Satterdahl's going to go in number 2. And we're going to get interference, I believe. Yep, that's the call. So number 4 for St. Thomas will go in the box. Touchy call. He definitely interfered. Just sending a signal. That was a call a lot of refs may not make. So power play opportunity here after going up 1-0. We're going to go with Cadle centering. Duggan. Speltz. Runman. Moline and English. Back to Runman. Nice evasion there. Backhand escape, tries to press it around. 7 minutes to go here in the first period. Flyers up 1-0. Moline's going to walk the goal line, trying to create some space. Good physicality there by St. Thomas. Behind the net now is Cadle. Gretzky's office, making everybody turn around and look at him. Gets out to English. Good effort there by Dungan just to hold his zone out front. It's going to be cleared by St. Thomas. Oh, no. They bobble it, but they're going to chip it off the glass. Nice effort here by the Flyers to hold the zone under some pressure. And finally, St. Thomas is going to walk it out, get it across the center. Of course, they don't need to. And go for a change. 45 seconds through on this power play. Tipped in by Dungan. I'll tell you, Milo, for being a big guy, has pretty dang good stamina. He goes to both ends. Moline, nice pinch on the wall. Walks it in. He's got Milo up front, trying to go for a tip. Backdoor. Oh, Runman has his skates taken out. And we're injured. They're going to blow it dead. I think there's a trip in there, but not called. Might have been just a coincidental collision. 6:16 to go, 51 seconds left. Lucas was coming down. Coach is out to take a look at him. Taking a peek at his leg. That's the right way to do it. Give him a little bit of reprieve here. I don't know if knees collided. I was sort of off the play. Or it's sort of a crowd. I couldn't see it clearly. But they're going to take him right off the ice. He's our captain. Not ideal, but we got to get that looked at. This is why it's nice to have a deep bench. It looks like he's flexing it a little bit. But he is wincing. He is not comfortable. Best to him. Key player on this team. He's hopping on it. He doesn't want to put any weight on it, which is the right thing to do. We should have a doctor in the house. Between St. Thomas, Benilde, Eden Prairie, we've got plenty of folks with some medical expertise somewhere. Hopefully they can take a peek at him. All right, so here we go. Back in the action. Speltz is going to center. Played back. Snook gets it through and just off the stick. That could be iced. No, they wave it. There's a tip there. So Peterson's going to come on. Snook on the left side. He's got Thorpe on the right. 6 minutes left in the first period. Flyers up 1-0. Thorpe's going to try and walk it. Cross over to Speltz. Good idea there. Looking for a ricochet. Great glove save. Goalie under some pressure with the screen in front of him by big Henry Peterson. 17 is, I think, our tallest. One of those physically imposing players. A good save there by St. Thomas. Snook, D-to-D over to Thorpe. Henry holding his own out front. Big number 17. I love it. Sort of setting up here. Speltz just going to try and shove it down. Henry's there. 10 seconds left. We're getting to the end of the power play. St. Thomas leaving it up. Looks like they're going to get the kill. Snook sends one through. Good low shot from the point. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. And that'll end the 5-on-4. Snook's going to send another one in. I like the shots low from the point. We haven't done a lot of that this season. So got a few chances. Unfortunately, Lucas Runman, our biggest cost, is getting looked at right now, and the puck goes out of play. So 5:08 to go, period one. Flyers up 1-0 on a Lucas Runman goal, but unfortunately we lost him for the time being. And we'll bring on the Scheffelbein, Lensmeyer. It looks like Brady Paulson line with English and Johnson on the back end. Coaches have the luxury of rolling away. We've got a deep bench. Kicked along the wall. There's going to be a power play now for St. Thomas. There's going to be a trip against the Flyers, and that'll do it. So at 4:45 to go, it'll be power play St. Thomas on a, looked like more of just a step on the stick type trip. I don't think there's anything too malicious there. Welcome all 17 viewers. Historic extreme cold across the area, but hockey continues. And it'll be a key opportunity now for St. Thomas to tie this one up. So Lensmeyer's going to go in for a trip. Face-off comes out to St. Thomas. That's what you always want to do. Good low shot, but deflected off the skate of Cato and up into the netting. Offensive zone face-off, so key. And honestly, I think this game we've lost probably 75-80% of our face-offs. It's an area of opportunity for our team. We are okay on the draw. We're not great. And there's another face-off win. Played back, top of the zone, going D to D. Box kind of set up here for the Flyers. Good chase there by Grady Pruitt. Nice cross-ice pass deflected. Comes around behind the net. St. Thomas trying to play a high-low chance right up front. Deflected nicely by Rasmussen. Good opportunity there. As soon as that puck got deep and people turned to look, they brought their attacker down from the high slot, just chasing to the front of the net. Trying for a long bomb, seeing if it'll get through traffic. Poked away nicely there by English, number 7. 45 seconds in. Shot from the point, blocker to the wall. Nice save there by Rasmussen. Cato putting a body on, has support by English. Teddy Johnson, number 16. Teddy's now got it behind the net. Chance to clear. He's just going to try and find some space and ricochet it. Hits off a stanchion, stays in. Much to St. Thomas's benefit. They're going to try to give and go. Good clear there again. This one should get out. And it does. It gets underneath the hand. 40 seconds left in the power play. Coming out of the zone with some speed is St. Thomas. Quick change here for the Flyers. They're going to come across. Moen's going to press them wide. 44 for St. Thomas. Oh, boy, that's a check from behind. That can't happen. It looked worse than it was. He's going to pop up. It was going to put us in a 5-on-3 at least for the next 2 minutes. 5-on-3 for the next 30 seconds. He's okay. It was not a good hit. You can't have that hit. Unfortunately, it's one of those where he's putting the body on and he's far enough away from the boards that he just didn't have enough pressure. A lot of times those guys know to squeeze somebody up along the wall. Yeah, and it's going to be 2 minutes. There was no head contact. The head, of course, hit the wall, the boards, but what the defensive player was doing there for the Flyers was trying to initiate contact just to sort of they'll put a knee in between the player's skates and just sort of walk him into the wall, and he was far enough away that he just sort of lost his balance and just careened into the wall. So it looks worse than it was. It looks like it'll be 2 and 10. They'll give him a misconduct for that. So we're going to lose number 7, Anders English, for... Oh, that hits off a light. We'll lose him for 10 minutes now. That'll go till about halfway through the second period. So it's 5-on-3 for the next 29 seconds. 1-0 Flyers. A couple of penalties here, changing the complexion of this first period. Face-off won by St. Thomas. Moen on with Paulson. And Satterdahl. Good pad save there. Far side shot. 16 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Just chipped wide. Boys just stacking it up. Good clear there, and Moen's going to have a chance to chip it out, and he does. That allows for an exit out of the box. 3-2-1, 2:45 to go in the period. St. Thomas now will have a one-man advantage for the next minute and a half. Paulson, Satterdahl, Thorpe, and Moen on. Through the center of the ice comes St. Thomas. They got the defenseman on attack. Oh, and a big save by Rasmussen. Best chance I've seen on this shift. Coming high from low. They like to get people's eyes turned low in the zone. And they'll spring the attack from high in the zone. Best chance of the game so far for St. Thomas. That was open ice and just a quick little snapshot that didn't make it through. Snook will come on for Moen. Tried to clear it up high. Shot goes to the wall. 1:05 to go here in the power play for St. Thomas. Good battle there by Satterdahl. Puck will come across. Snook there. Another low shot. You heard it ricochet off the stick of Rasmussen. 2 minutes left in the period. It's been a good period of hockey. Shot low, played back, and it's going to get just off of Spelt's stick. He tried to get it out. Can't overcommit, so it's tricky for these guys when they get a puck. They can't jump, lose a race, and then put their team on a 5-on-3. 30 seconds to go in the power play for St. Thomas. Shot hits off Spelt's skates. Digging along the wall. Snook there to help. Kindle on the boards wide. Skating it in, back to the point. Shot, pad save. Tried to clear it. And another big save by Rasmussen. The shots are adding up now. Strong effort by Max Rasmussen. Boys should all be well rested. 1-0 Flyers. But under duress. 14 seconds to go in the 5-on-4. Minute and a half to go in the period. Moline on the draw. Shot comes high on Rasmussen. He saves it. These boys can all let it rip now. These carbon fiber sticks, plus some teenage testosterone and muscle, they can shoot these. Oh, and a good pull out of the zone there by St. Thomas. That should finish the power play now. Even it up at 5. Good effort there by the Flyers to hold on. That puck's going to come on the zone. Now the Flyers are back on even strength. Minute 10 to go. Pressed in. Moline tried to get it deep. Stolen away by St. Thomas. Oh, and a goal! Big boy goal there by Milo. 2-0. Minute 4 to go. Unassisted. I may give him an assist, but Big Milo gets one. Good to see you. Life is good. Good to see you. I'm filling in. Back in my old spot here. Give me some analysis. Shot number 10 springs the second goal late after a penalty kill for the Flyers. Milo Duggan puts the Flyers up late in the period, about a minute to go. Good low shot, I believe. He might have beat him just over the pad. Hard for me to see up here, but Moline now gives chase. Good skill there. Oh, and another low shot. Milo is going to get a delayed penalty for a cross-check being behind. So the Flyers will go on another penalty kill. It's just one of those where St. Thomas will bring on another attacker. And that was a quality check. If they get him for that one, they're not allowing him to play hockey. So Milo's going to get interference, cross-check in the back. But that'll be 2 minutes, 33.9 to go. Yeah, I don't know where everybody's at. I just went in the middle. So there's some company in the box. Hunter's English still in there. Yeah, they gave him 2. One of the things that happens is when you've got a stronger player, like these guys all look big and strong from up here, but some guys weigh 230 pounds and some guys weigh 160 pounds. And when the physics takes over, that was out of the zone, so they're going to call it off. There it is. So right along the blue line, I was outside the zone. But Milo just literally, when he extends his arms, the kid knows where the gym is. Somebody is going to get moved, and it looked a lot more rust than it was. Going to come back in, played by Teddy Johnson. Teddy will pull it back, and then lose an edge. Played it up the wall, 20 seconds to go. Boys just need to get out of this period. So, ricochet. It's going to come across. Moen should have no problem clearing this one. He tries to spring a chance. Got it through over to Paulson. Paulson goes for a backhand, and it's going to be cleaned up by the St. Thomas goalie, but it got exciting for a second. 5.2 to go in period 1. It's good hockey. This is all the boys need right now is just keep putting good shifts together. It's a big weekend. We've got Tonka tomorrow and Farmington on Sunday. So it's a full slate. That's a slice down the ice and the end of the period. Hope my signal's okay. I'm just up on the rink Wi-Fi. If it's not, let me know. I'll try to log back in, but I'm doing my best. We've got some sports royalty back here.
Kid, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, exactly.
Flyers hanging in there. I'm just doing the practice.
I feel like you broadcasting.
I can the guys.
Yeah,
fair. I'm a homer, though.
All right,
good to see you, gentlemen. I'm a notorious homer. I'm the Sid Hartman of Flyers hockey. Rest in peace, Sid. A lot of close personal friends in here. Another nod to Sid. We'll probably go to fan cam between periods here. We got Jim Zavril, Phil Ebner, Johanna. We got great people here tonight. I mean, we'll try and give you a better view. It's a good crowd. Fans to the left, fans in front. Fans down there. Credit to Mark for having all sorts of quality technology here. I've got a brand new iPad. I've got super tripod. So we'll switch ends. This will be the long change period, meaning if you look from where our bench is, the boys have to, if you're defensive, you gotta, there's your goalie. So it's a little bit different. All right, face off now. Minute 30 to go here in the kill. I'll adjust my tripod. Out of the zone comes St. Thomas, down 2-0, and nice entry there. Played along behind the boards. St. Thomas has it set up, tried to ricochet. Good stick work here by the Flyers, just to keep their sticks in what you call the stick zone, just passing zones. I'm going to try and even you guys out. I know it's a little bit kittywampus. The next stoppage I will. D-to-D pass, 55 seconds to go in the power play. Ricochet. Boy, selling out there was Paulson to take that block, and it stung him. They have a lot of pads, but they're not everywhere. 40 seconds to go. That'll get to Brady. He's going to clear it out and try to get off. Good effort there. He's going to puts a stick up and says, I want off. Hewitt puts a pressure into the zone. Coincidental there. Moline in on help. There's number 5, Hewitt with another pressure. Oh, he's going to find a way. Comes back out. Moline over to Snook. 20 seconds to go here in the penalty kill with the Hornets on, or excuse me, Hornets. Flyers. Old habits die hard. Called about 400 Edina Hornet games. Oh, and a bang save there by Rasmussen. That was top-notch goaltending. That was a nice drop pass. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. And we're going to even it up. Out comes Milo. So another kill. Been a huge part of this game. Here comes Milo, and he's got a 3-on-2 if he comes in on side. He's got Cato going to the net. Gets it across to Moline. Moline, and a great save by St. Thomas. Beautiful setup there. Cato made a perfect play. So this is basic hockey for these kids, but for folks watching at home, Milo brought it in his zone, waited for everybody to enter on time, came through the neutral zone with speed, attacker F2 and F3. F2 goes to the net, F3 trails, and he put it on F3's stick, which was Moline, and got a chance on net. That's exactly how it's supposed to be played. Faceoff comes to St. Thomas. Moen on the right side, centering pass there, cut off nicely by Teddy Johnson. Comes out. Good save there by Rasmussen. Moen's going to chip it down the wall, but he's looking for his wing. Milo was kind of high. And it's out of the zone. That's what I mean. Milo can handle. Usually you see big guys. He's got like a Marcus Foligno. These bigger players that are such a physically imposing presence and skill, in his case. Handling high minutes. Just says the athleticism we have on this team. Cross-ice dump, ends up hitting Johnson. Johnson goes for a backhand pass, doesn't quite make it out. Blockered there by Rasmussen. Moen's going to put his stick down. It gets cleared across to Moline. 2.5 minutes in. Shots 11 to 13, actually favoring St. Thomas, given some of their power plays. Good finishing check there. Nothing out of the ordinary. Cato through the middle. He's going to try and trip it deep. Doesn't make it out. Deep in the zone. Here comes St. Thomas on the attack. Played down the wall. I like their drop. And Moen picks it off. And he's got a forecheck coming through. He's trying to press it forward to Speltz. Ends up on Pewett's stick. Felt's on the right side. And it's poked away. Nice back check there by St. Thomas. Good back check by Peterson. Sent around. Moen's got it. Pulled it up. Got it to Pewitt. Pewitt, soft pass. Doesn't quite make it through, but he does get out of the zone. He's trying to spring Peterson. Comes back to Moen. And a beautiful thread there. Gets it to Speltz. Speltz just behind Peterson. His skates are what matter. He thought maybe if I get my stick on the other side, I'll be okay. But it's where your feet are, unfortunately. All right, I'm going to try and get you guys leveled out. I do apologize. Doing my best. Better than not seeing the game. Welcome all 19 viewers. 11:26 to go. Period 2. Flyers up 2-0. Shots favoring St. Thomas 15-13. The Flyers were probably a bit in the lead on that category, but then had to face 3 power plays. They killed them all. St. Thomas on the attack. Nice drop pass there, but a back check beautifully by Pewitt. That's the effort you need out of your forwards. Willing to play defense. That was a 3-on-2 until Pewitt picked it off. Oh, and another good stick there. Dumped in nicely by Thorpe. Forechecking, number 17, Henry Peterson, played along the wall. And a good breakout by St. Thomas until it's cut off. That's where centers are so important. Centers and wings that are willing to have a physical presence through the middle of the ice. Just tried to time that pass with Snook up to Pewitt. Oh, and it hits off a skate. Here comes big Henry Peterson throwing off some skill with his size. That's a handful of a man right there. He's a big dude. So not a lot of defensemen that can handle that pressure. Here comes St. Thomas on a one-on-one. Thorpe keeps him wide. Oh, and up and out a play it's going to go. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do here. That's not it. Let me do a better job. Let's do this. That should help. There we go. All right, better. 4:40 into the second period. We'll take a break after 2, as you all know. Face-off, won by St. Thomas. Low shot there, saved by Rasmussen. That's his 15th save. Face-off comes to St. Thomas, but picked off by Moen. Moen's going to try and get it out. Just in front of Cahill. Pressed up there is Lensmeyer. Mickey comes down the wall. Good effort. Springs around behind the net. Moen's just going to try and shove it deep. Gets it down to Scheffelbein. We've got Cahill centering Lensmeyer and Scheffelbein. Johnson on the back end on the left. Moen on the right. St. Thomas skates it out. Through the center of the ice. Under the 10-minute mark now. Long shot just wide. It's going to come up the wall. Pressure there is Brady. Nice job by Scheffelbein. He's going to get it out to Lensmeyer. He's a good athlete. Keeps his stick on the puck. Battling. It creates a rebound opportunity down low. And here comes St. Thomas with speed. Johnson keeps it wide. He's going to put a nice check on. That's what you can do at this level. He's used his body. That puck was just about to get behind him, and he just commanded his space. And it's going to be put on a zone. Maybe an ice. They're telling him to play it. Forechecking is Paulson. Paulson will hunt you down. St. Thomas stretch pass through the middle. Oh, he gets around Johnson. Tried to go low. Great save by Rasmussen. It created a juicy rebound on the weak side, but we didn't have an attacker coming down there for St. Thomas. The other way is Satterdahl, and Satterdahl with a point-blank shot. There we go. That's a little better view. Just another good save. 2 solid goaltenders. Played back. Snook under pressure. Gives it to Thorpe. Thorpe tries to go cross ice. He gets dumped. Comes back to Satterdahl and is just getting a little bit of pressure, a little bit of stick work there. That could start to look like slashing if it gets much worse. Turnover just high in the zone now. Shot well wide, 6-7 feet wide. Going to come back. Now we're halfway through the second period. 8 minutes to go. Good centering feed there by St. Thomas. Just dances over the winger's stick. Tried to go for a bang-bang chance. Miller. Oh. Yeah, it's going to be a hand pass. You get to slap it to the ice. You don't get to slap it to another line mate. I'll try and get this to oscillate a little better for me. All right. That's something that would make everybody happier. Okay. Game reset. 2-0 Flyers. We are at the halfway point of the game. Shots are 15-13 in favor of St. Thomas, largely due to 3 power plays that Flyers were able to kill. Goals from Rundman and Duggan. We've lost Lucas Rundman to a leg issue. Oh, and a great far side pass. Speltz tried to get it back to Duggan. Good idea there by the boys. Hoping to see big number 11, Lucas, back on the ice soon. Johnson gets it up to Duggan. That's a nice touch to allow it to come all the way down the ice. Johnson will give chase. Sends it up the wall. Pass it over to Speltz. Oh, and that'll be just off the stick, but the ice is shaved up now after 2 periods of 200-pound kids running around. Stopping and starting. Kind of a layer of sawdust on the ice. The puck just doesn't slide quite as fast. Good effort there to cut that pass off. Moline in the corner here. Down low, great save. Good give and go there by Moline and Speltz in near quarters. Time of year where boys are starting to gel. They're starting to feel out sort of the anticipation factor, which is what you run into with teams that have played together for so long. You run into kind of the instincts. These kids have been making the same play since they were squirts, peewees, all the way up. By the time they get to this level, they kind of done it in their sleep. Face-off comes back to Snook. Snook tries to get one down low. He had Cato right in the slot. Good thought there. Lensmeyer's going to send it back. Just behind the net. Number 10, Mickey Lensmeyer. Boys are all going to... Oh, Pewitt just fanned on it. Big number 5. Brady Pewitt. Back to Lensmeyer. Down low. Oh, and a good idea. Backhand, quick chance. Kind of a lost start. The boys using the back of the stick. A lot of kids don't feel comfortable shooting unless it's kind of on their forehand. And Cato using that backhand. Snook with a nice poke check. Cato, who's pound for pound, one of our most physical players. He handles himself very comfortably out there. Regroup here. Oh, just off the stick of St. Thomas. Thorpe in a race, handles himself very strong. Nice play there by Thorpe. Down the wall comes Cato. He's got Lensmeyer through the middle, going to the net, F2. Has the puck just poked off his stick. Snook's got it. He's going to try and center it. Oh, and a good deflection opportunity by Lensmeyer. Smart play by both Snook and Lensmeyer to recognize what was going on there. Mickey went to the front of the net looking for that tip, and then he gets checked from behind. That's pretty obvious cross-checking, if you're going to call that on Milo. Oh, and a good low chance in the zone by Miller. Goalie had the angle covered, but he just tried to flick it over his shoulder. That was a look-away check from behind. St. Thomas could have easily been on the penalty kill there. 5:20 to go, 2-0 Flyers. On the draw is Miller. Miller gets it. Satterdahl under pressure. It's going to come out of the zone. Played out. Here comes St. Thomas on the rush. 3-on-2 with the back check. Moan keeps it wide. Good stick work there. Oh, and a good low chance. Look out. And covered by Rasmussen. That puck got to the front of the net quickly. Max handling his business. Don't know how goalies do it. It's one of those positions in sports I've never seen myself in pads. I don't ever want to see it. It just looks a lot harder than these guys make it look. Face-off won by St. Thomas. Goalies with all the stuff on blockers and pads. It costs an arm and a leg. Not an easy job. Everybody's looking at you when you're having a good night, and everybody's looking at you when you're not having a good night. It's a unique position. 4.5 to go. Nice play there by Johnson to try and control it. Here comes a one-on-one. That one goes up into the netting. Moen kept it wide. As a defenseman, you want to make yourself as big as possible. So using that stick. So if you're in Henry's case, he's a righty. Keep that left hand high in her stick and then get that stick out with a radius so that it creates an uncomfortable position for the shooter. Face-off win again by St. Thomas. That one could have gotten some ricochet benefit for St. Thomas. It got on net, and they're going to send another one, but that's wide. Shots now almost, they've got 19. We're at 13. Good cutoff there by Thorpe. Excellent play. Weak side defense is underrated. When you don't have it, it costs you goals. Boys are offside, so they got to touch up. 4 minutes to go in the period. Big opportunity for St. Thomas. Got to get that first one. In with speed, but they're going to dump it in. Trying to get that forecheck going. Snook along the wall. Played deep by St. Thomas. Snook's going to send it up the wall. Lensmeyer there. And he gets it out of the zone, but right in front of us. Regroup at center ice. Good stick work there by Scheffelbein. They wanted to dump it. Come on, Snooki, move it. You got to move it. You got your D partner on the strong side. We need to go on that side. All right, back out. We'll let them regroup. Trying to play the wall. The boys know this rink well. Good thought there. Lensmeyer presses it in. It just shows you he's big and strong. Good press there by Scheffelbein, trying to get it to the front of the net. 3 minutes to go now. Been a while since the Flyers have had a quality chance. Can't be content with 2. We know that likely won't be enough. Oh, springing the pass there. Oh, and a high shot. That was a great shot by St. Thomas. A better save by Rasmussen. Snook trying to find it. Oh, boy. It's a good idea there, but just some traffic got in the way. Good forecheck here by St. Thomas. They're not making it easy on our D. Our wings are pretty well covered. They're compressing on our D. It's not easy. Behind the net. Flyers change. Trying to catch him in that is St. Thomas. Good back check there by Speltz. Speltz sends it in. Oh, nobody through the middle, but it was a good idea. That was a trip, but we'll just let it go. Coincidental trip, apparently. St. Thomas with 1 penalty. Oh, and trying to get that behind the net. Good idea there by Moline. Held in there by Johnson. 2 minutes left. It's going to come back to Teddy. Teddy gets it over to Thorpe. Thorpe just fanned on it. Under duress. Johnson has it just off his stick, but good support there by Thorpe. These guys are really paying attention. One of the better games I've seen the Flyers play. Just playing very connected hockey. Minute and a half to go in the period. Flyers up 2-0. On comes Pewitt. We just need... There, he dumps it in. See, getting the puck deep is underrated. It can be, perceived as dump and chase hockey. That's not what's going on. You're creating good low shot there. Hits off a skate. But when you're making that defense turn, go chase the puck in their own zone. It creates opportunities that are coincidental. There's Duggan. He's got a chance here right through the mute to Pewitt. Oh, and he just goes high. And it's going to be high stick. He's frustrated. That was a great pass by Duggan. Set up nicely along the wall. Milo had a tricky pass to make there. He was gathering some attention, and he got it over just in the nick of time. Pewitt, Brady's a righty on the left side, so he had to pull it back to his forehand. So the goalie tried to cut off his angle, so he thought I'd go high, and it's tricky. He did a nice job catching that on his backhand and backhand to forehand. Face off. Mullen's going to chip along the wall, comes out of the zone. Good play there. Last minute of the period, very important. Coaches will always tell you, first minute, last minute. Don't want anything weird to happen. Henry's going to try and get it in. Gives a blue line pass to Cato. That's a tough one for Alex to handle. Out of the zone. 40 seconds to go. Oh, and beautiful pass. It got through. Whoa, big swing there by Peterson, and it goes up in the netting. Thank goodness we have nets. We don't have anything through kind of the face-off dots in each zone, so you got to be on your toes. We'll take about a 10-minute break. Enjoy your time. I'll keep the stream going so you can see. All right, 30 seconds to go, period 2. Action about to subside. St. Thomas brings it through center of the ice. Just behind the attacker there. Oh, here's a chance. Behind the slot. And chipped up. Good stick work there by the Flyers. Got that one deflected. English back on the ice. Big number 7. He's been very important to this team. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. That should do it. So we'll take a break. Resurface. And credit to the Flyers for a solid effort. St. Thomas going to regroup and find a way. This one's far from over. And we're back. Sorry about that. Period 3 underway. And we're going to get a penalty on St. Thomas with a trip. That'll start the right way for the Flyers. So, 27 seconds in, St. Thomas has a penalty. Tripping is the call. Power play opportunity here for the Flyers. Going to the left side. Sent back out to English. English sends it over to Moline. Actually, Big Milo Duggan. Drop pass there by Spelt. Oh, and just off the stick there. Played in. It might be iced. And they waved it. Minute into the third period. 2-0 Flyers. Down to Moline. And skated out of the zone nicely by St. Thomas. Good opportunity here just to kill some time. Maybe get a threat at the net. Oh, and almost fit through. And now a backhand chance and a goal. Holy cow. 2-1. So we've got a game quickly on the shorthand. St. Thomas gets it to 2-1 with still a minute 12. That's the good news. We still have time here. Sent down to Thorpe. Thorpe's going to play it back. And St. Thomas gets it back. Sent over to Snook. Minute and a half in, another 50 seconds to go in the power play for the Flyers. St. Thomas just got a shorthanded goal. Sat it on, walks it down the line. Trying to thread it through traffic. Gets out to Snook. Snook, and it's going to go up into play here. Face off in the attack zone here. Down the wall, good effort by St. Thomas, coming in on the attack. 20 seconds left in their penalty kill. Hard pass to catch there. A good thought by Thorpe. It just came in ankle high. Pulled off the wall. Now back to Hewitt. Saturday's going to try and hold his zone, and St. Thomas is going to skate it out. Oh, they tried. And they're back to even strength. So the power play goes uncashed for the red and orange. Unfortunately, St. Thomas had a ricochet there, and St. Thomas got their shorthanded first goal of the game. Well, let's see if the boys can finish it here. A lot of hockey to be played. We're going to need 3 or 4. Scheffelbein, Cato, and Lensmeyer on in the forecheck on the front line here. English and Moen on the back. Oh, that one got a nice save there by Rasmussen. Cleared out there nicely by the gentleman. Oh, there's going to be a collision, just a coincidental collision. Everybody's okay. There are times where you do just run into each other. It's not always a penalty. 2:56 into the third. Shots 21-17, favoring St. Thomas. Pardon my voice here. I've got a bit of a cold. Of course, this time of year, not sure who doesn't. Faceoff comes out to St. Thomas behind the lefty. Good block there. You can hear the boys on the bench loved it. Lensmeyer trying to pull it down the wall. Gets it in. That was Cato, Alex Cato, who took that one hard. Tough hombre. He is... Big swing there. You don't see the big old school clapper with these new sticks now. It's rare to see a kid go for the big slap shot. And back in the day, you needed to apply a lot more force because that flex was so bad on wood and, frankly, aluminum sticks. Now you get just as much torque out of a quick sort of push down on these carbon fiber sticks. Moen's going to send it across to Satterdahl, and Satterdahl walks across the center line on the side, and a good low shot. Goalie, make him save it. You never know which shot is going to create a rebound. You never know which shot's going to be a little uncomfortable. You never know what the goalie's thinking. They've got problems too. It's not always easy for anybody back there. They might be thinking about their physics grade. Who knows? Every shot on net is a good shot. Comes back to English, goes D to D just behind Moen. Henry will regroup. Comes through the middle. Nice tip there by Miller. Good effort by Miller. Sends it into the attack zone. Just got to stay out of the box. That's through the end of this game. Oh, hit there. That was clean. It was through the center of the body. You can do that. Good low chance there. Pad save beautifully by Rasmussen. Can't get control of it. Rasmussen with a nice angle. I'll tell you, one of the things Max does really well is stay on cue, which they call the staying on your angle, with where that puck is. And it takes a lot of attention and feel, frankly, because you can't always see the puck. But Max is usually, and he's a good-sized goalie, so he's just usually square. Face-off again won by St. Thomas. I'm telling you, they've got to be about 60, 70%. Good low chance, sent wide. 10:41 to go. Flyers need to stay out of the box, find that next goal. That is a priority right now. Just keep that effort level up. It's going to go to the bench for St. Thomas. The boys have had a nice game. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a very steady effort. Got those first 2 goals. This is feeling a little bit like a replay of last time. The Flyers went into that third period with a lead. St. Thomas found a way to squeak a couple back, and then all of a sudden it was 3-2. I don't want to foreshadow anything that negative. Boys know better. Oh, and a great chance and a big save. That was an unbelievable pass off the wall by Moline. I believe that was Kellen who found Milo right on the weak side for a bang-bang opportunity. Goalie had to anticipate it could come, and he squared up. In that case, just trying to get his pads low so that Milo couldn't jam it underneath him. There's a face-off win in our ozone. Nice job, boys. Oh, and a good recovery by Thorpe. 2-on-2 going the other way, nicely through the middle. Oh, and a shot just high over the glove, thankfully off the net. Boy, the counter punch by St. Thomas is very efficient. They will come out of their zone and on you in a heartbeat. It's one of the things they do best. That and having a really strong goalie. A nice play from his back is Milo. Full effort there. And here they come with speed. In onside. Going for a tip. Nice job there by Anders. Just stayed out of the noise. Oh, and he found him. Beautiful feed. Oh, and a big save. Milo 1-on-0. And the big goalie stymies him. Fantastic pass by Anders English. Stretched right on time. Certainly onside. And Milo had his chance, but it was a good shot. Great save. Nothing about that was anything other than great hockey. Cadel on the draw. He's got Lensmeyer on the right, on the left. Moen's going to play it down to Hewitt. Just had it stolen away. Come on, boys. Stay on your horse. Back check. Snook's going to keep him wide. Tried to go low. Squeak another one through. Max had it. That's so hard at point blank. There again, he had his angle covered, and they went low, trying to put it between his pads. In which case, you're just trying to squeeze those pads together, but when you're trying to get low, you got to count on your stick to do the work, which it did. Face-off again won by St. Thomas. Not picking on anybody in particular. They're good on the draw. Shot comes in, blocker, waffled to the corner. Moen there. Nice soft pass up to Hewitt. Oh, boy. Good anticipation there. That's a nice play by Beckett Snook. That was a centering feed that could have gone wrong if he wasn't there. Trying to drop it. Another nice play by Snook. Almost to the halfway point here. of period 3. Flyers up 2-1. Shots pretty even, 24-23 in favor of St. Thomas. And another big save under duress is Max Rasmussen. He's been so solid. If you just do the math, 1 goal on 23, now 24, 5 shots. It's a 96% save percentage, unless my math is now they're adding more shots. 30 is what they're saying. Wow, okay, we're caught up. The save percentage is even more impressive. Moen's there. Now Miller gathers it up on the rush. Beautiful play by Emmett. Just get it deep. That could be interference. That puck was way gone, and he got slid off the puck. Good job by Emmett Miller to set a goal. Emmett Miller sets that up on a Saturday finish. 14, Emmett Miller absolutely wins the race into the zone despite getting what I would call probably interfered with. Puck was behind the defenseman, and he still squeezed him along the boards. Emmett stayed on it from behind the net, played one back to Satterdahl, and Nash finishes it in strong fashion. 3-1, 8-11, but it was screened. I don't think the goalie had a clear look at that one, and Miller was the screener as well. So heck of an effort by 14 and 2. Oh, good little razzle-dazzle there by St. Thomas. So 3-1, 8 minutes to go. A lot of hockey left. Be back on the ice, I believe, at 3 o'clock tomorrow here at St. Louis Park. Miller, oh, he was feeling it. Saw Paulson coming weak side. Good anticipation there. He's going to come back out. Oh, and English fans on it, but recovers nicely. That's what happens when you have your eyes up. Sometimes the puck isn't where you thought it was. Oh, boy. Brady Paulson, I tell you. He knows where the squat rack is. Oh, a crafty backhand there by Nash. Down low. That could have been number 4. Paulson finishes his hits. It is big boy hockey out here. You got to know how to play with your head up, or you can have your head off. As my good friend, I have a friend who played for the Gophers, and one of his coaches used to say, this ain't the marble team. Oh, they're going to get an elbow. It's roughing. So fists are flying a little bit. So we'll go on the kill, or on the, yeah, they finally got Grady. It was one more than they were comfortable watching. Usually they send them for coincidentals, but they're going to give St. Thomas the benefit of the doubt on that one, apparently. That'll be an opportunity for our team. We just, down the stretch, we're going to have to make sure we stay out of the box. Like, not, again, targeting anybody. It's, oh, good block there by Cadel. Holy cow, is he selling out tonight. And another good save by Rasmussen. But there's just times in games where good teams will just find a way to stay out of the box. And it's a fine line, right? The players know they need to be physical. But third period, late in third periods, putting yourself in this spot, it just gives St. Thomas an opportunity here. That said, I couldn't be more proud of Brady. That kid is an Iron Man. He gives it 110% every shift. Oh, good effort there. Good confusion there by the Flyers. Handling that blue line, not letting it come in easy. And just a nice play by Snook. Just sometimes the simple play, just clearing the zone. 6 minutes to go in the period, minute to go in the penalty kill. Good effort there by Pewitt. Picked off by Speltz. Speltz is 1-on-2, unfortunately. Waiting for the cavalry to come. Well, and that was a check. That's an interference for sure. Roughing or interference, 1 of the 2. Yeah, they're going to give him for roughing. Definition. He didn't have the puck and he got hammered. Can't hit somebody just because. So that'll even it up with another minute to go. 4-on-4, 6 minutes left in the period. Moline, English, Johnson, and Duggan now. Face-off win in their own zone. Beautifully done there by Moline. 3-1 Flyers. Comes out to English. Johnson. Oh, off a post in the netting. That one is the goalie's best friend. That red post that's 4x6. Sometimes, as we watch in the NFL, the post is your friend, and sometimes it's not. Other face-off win comes out to English. Put him on the wall on his backhand. That's not easy to do. Nice chase there. It was a good move. Just keeping it low. 5:40 to go. Moline cycles. Duggan was on the other side. We're still 4-on-4. Missing the center there. That's a slash. You don't get to bang your stick down onto the other guy's stick. Good effort here by the Flyers tonight. Let's finish this effort. It's a marathon with a set of sprints all the way through. I want to fan on, and Max is just going to cover. Milo will give him, Kellen will give him a little hay. Oh, he just ran into me. That's pretty funny. Like I said, you got to have your head on a swivel. Number 10 just ran into Milo, and he fell down. All right, game reset here. 5:18 to go. 12 seconds left in the 4-on-4, and then it'll be a 5-on-4. Paulson will come out of the box. English sends it over to Satterdahl, and it'll be a power play opportunity here for the Flyers. Brady comes to the bench. Here comes Cato on the weak side. Goes near side. It was a good cover there by the goalie. Down low. Good point-blank chance there by Duggan. Beautiful feed. Thinking about our buddy Lucas Runman. Want to get him on the ice tomorrow. Moline, he's trying to find a spot. That goalie for St. Thomas covers the net from side to side really quickly. Oh, that one's just going to squeak out. 30 seconds to go in the power play for the Flyers here. 4.5 to go in the game. St. Thomas down 2. That one blocked by English. Played back to Anders. In comes Speltz. Plays it back out to Moline at the point. Moline, low shot. Good save there off the stick. 6 seconds to go in the power play. Well, thank you all for joining. Happy to bring you the broadcast. You'll have Mark tomorrow. A little more professional camera work here. But love to see the Flyers finish this one. The boys have all dug deep against a salty, very strong St. Thomas team on an extremely cold January night. Good check there. Oh, and down low. Oh! Scheffelbein with a nice point-blank chance. He tried to squeeze it under the glove, I think. Goalie handled that one. He had him squared up, and he's got a good shot. That one was a good chance. Shot 27 for the Flyers, 31 for St. Thomas. Brady's been good on the draw. That one's going to come in. Snook holds the wall. Trying to play it. That's a tough one for Hewitt. He's a righty. He was just trying to get on his weak side. .345 to go. Here comes St. Thomas on the rush. Oh, and a little twirl. He lost an edge. It was a good idea until he ran out of space. Should be looking for the goalie to get pulled here soon. Usually it's about 1 minute for every goal you're down, give or take. D-to-D there. Moen sends it over to Snook. Snook didn't have a lot of space to do much with it. But when it's along the wall, it's a safe spot. St. Thomas going to step it in. Good stick there by Henry. It ricocheted across the ice. He's going to set up big Henry Peterson here, who, God bless the St. Thomas player who wanted to take him on. He got underneath him. And another attack here by St. Thomas. Weak side. He's a lefty on the right side, so he's going to try and flip one down. Ends up behind the net. Snook's got it. Under 3 minutes now. Spun around behind the net. Into the corner. Another safe place. Moen's just going to try to touch one up to Hewitt. Ends up sneaking behind Henry. Henry puts a body on. Now it's behind the net for St. Thomas. Trying to feed it out front, but they end up on the stick of Moen. Try to get it over to Henry Peterson. And picked off on that center there. Hewitt's going to skate it across the middle and hopefully change. Yep, no, he's going to enter. He's got legs left. Allows the rest of the team to change. On comes Emmett Miller. Frankly, should have had the assist on that third one. I think he probably did. Oh, good stick there by Thorpe. Beautiful stick work. That's what I was talking about earlier, making yourself big. Good radius there. On comes Paulson. In on the attack is St. Thomas, keeping him nice and wide. And a good swallowed up save there by Rasmussen. if this isn't one of his best nights, it's close. That's save 32 if I'm calling what I see on the board. There it is for y'all. And the goalie does come off now with 2 minutes to go. Minute 57. St. Thomas is going to go 6 on 5. Empty net. Down 2 goals. This is where these faceoffs are so huge. And it's won by St. Thomas. That was a good battle, though. So they're going to want to get somebody screened down low, and that's a good pressure there by Saturn. Speaking of good games, Nash, it's good to see him healthy. And there's Paulson. That's what I mean. Brady he's just an absolute end-to-end force of nature. And a lot of times he runs into guys that just are not as strong as he is. So refs call kind of what they feel. And frankly, I think some of these refs are a little intimidated. These boys are as big as they are. I know when I see them at ice level, it's not comfortable seeing your son be bigger than you are going 20 miles an hour. These refs, they mistake things. There he is. Finish it, big guy. On net, just wide. That'll be not iced, though. He was on the right side of the red line. Smart play. Minute to go. It's a good hit. Right through the center of the mass. In on the attack now. Under a minute to go. St. Thomas tries to drop it back. Miller's there. Miller plays it out of the zone. Good clear by Emmett. 45 seconds to go. Last gasp here for St. Thomas. Dumped in. Paulson just got hit with a stick right up in his helmet because the guy from St. Thomas didn't like it. So it goes both ways. That was a tip, so they won't call it iced. Miller drops it. He's trying to explain to the ref, did you see when he jabbed me with a stick right in my face mask? All right, well, that'll do it. 3-1 will be the final. 10 seconds to go, unless Miller can find a way to get it. Zavril won't let him. Well, Emmett's going to take a bit of a beating here. All right, that'll be a penalty on the cross-check. He just gets up. Oh, that would have been right at the edge of another goal. So 3-1 final. Congrats to the Flyers. That was a big league win, and we'll see you tomorrow.